Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm T with Teresa H Creates and it's sheet load of cards time. I know that I'm running a little bit late. It's more towards the middle of the month instead of the beginning of the month, but let me explain why. So Alicia over at Call Me Crafty Owl releases a card sketch at the beginning of every month. It's called Sheet Load of Cards, and the sketch provides a template, and it also has the supplies you need and all of the cutting instructions for making these cards. This month, she did not release a new sketch. She's actually going to be archiving several years of her old sketches, and she had her design team choose their favorite sketches from those that are going to be archived. And so I have been watching all of their videos, all of them. And I selected my two favorite sketches from the ones that they did. And these are both new to me because I didn't start doing making sheet load of cards until 2023. So these are new. The first one I selected is the July 2020 sheet load of cards. It looks like this. It's an A2 size card, so it's just your basic card. The fun thing about it though is that it has this portion sliced off the edge there, so it's kind of a fun fold. So I made several of those bases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I have 16 card bases for that sketch. The next sketch I selected, and you'll see why, looks similar, right? April 2022 is the Fun Fold Mini Slimline. So it's a mini slimline card, but it is similar to the other card in that it's also sliced on the edge there, making it a fun fold. So I went ahead and prepared bases for that. I know that I have 18 of these, so I'm not going to count those with you. So I have these already ready to go, and I've selected my paper collection that I'm going to use this month. I went to my stash. I have so much winter stuff, and I really, really, really want to get rid of some of my stash this year. I have so much paper. So this is Simple Stories 12 by 12 Essentials Kit. This is the Feelin Frosty from 2021. And I'm looking at this label here, this tag. I'm not sure where I got it, but it was not at a local craft store or purchased online. I can picture in my mind the store that I went to, and it was not a store that I typically frequented, but it was a closeout. So they were closing the store, and I don't believe I got this for $12.99. I'm sure I got it for much cheaper. But let's go ahead and take a look at this. Feelin Frosty, because it's a 2021, is probably still available online. I'm pretty sure. So there's the 4x6 elements. Look at those cute little houses and some dots. How cute. Journaling cards, cocoa mugs, tags. Well, this isn't really winter themed. This is Christmas. You know what? I will use it anyway. I will use it anyway, and I will just pull out the stuff that is more winter themed and hopefully just use all of it up. Because there's quite a bit of paper in here that'll just see Brrr, Let It Snow, Snow Day. So I'll just pull out all the winter pages and use those to make my cards. And these are the 2x2 and 4x4 elements. And then a nice wood grain. And then it also comes with the sticker sheet. And then it had some fun additions. It's the Feelin Frosty Simple Stories Winter Stickers. See, and there's nothing Christmas on this. Maybe this little tree, but it doesn't even have, it's not like a traditional Christmas tree. It just has a little bow on top. And then here's the Simple Stories, Simple Pages, page pieces. So this is definitely for scrapbooking, but I can make this work. I can make all of this work. Hopefully I will use up a lot of this paper. I'm going to go ahead and make my cuts off camera, assemble most of the cards. I'll come back and assemble a couple with you and then show you my results. I am back with my sheet load of cards, and before I assemble a couple of cards with you and then show you the others that I have made, I wanted to show you something else. So it was probably something you were aware of and you're probably yelling at me, but I didn't notice until I started actually making the cuts. So I have the Feelin Frosty kit that I purchased, and I told you I purchased it at a closeout, and I don't remember what store. It wasn't a craft store, but it was a It was like a home goods type store. And as I was going through the collection with you, even though I can see this sheet here, I didn't pay much attention to it. And I'm going through it and I'm like, oh, some of these are obviously kind of Christmas though. And so I'm like, okay, so I've got this palette with lots of pinks and blues and purples. And then now I've got all these reds, and there's not really any reds in the actual coordinating pieces, the chipboards and the chipboard stickers, and then the actual simple pages stickers. And so I was like, well, it's okay. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. It was just kind of, maybe it was an eclectic kind of a collection. But as I started making the cuts, I noticed on the branding strips that it was not all Feelin Frosty. So this one, Feelin Frosty. This one here, Feelin Frosty. This one, Holidays. So there's that pink and that green and that red. And the snowflakes behind. And on this one, Holidays. And then this was that kind of a mint green with red polka dot on it. And then this was the Christmas homes. I didn't use those, though. I used this side. And then on this one, another Feelin Frosty. So it was a mix. So this is what, and then this one was Feelin Frosty. I didn't use all of that paper. And let's see. Okay, I didn't use the back side, so I just used those. And then I ended up using the polka dots here, which is also Holidays. I did not use the plaid on that side. And then this one was Feelin Frosty. I did use this side, not the other side, because those were all cut apart. So this is what I had left after making all of those cards. And then from the full sheets that I did not use, this is what I have remaining. So this is Holidays. I did not use it. This one is Holidays. I did not use it. Also another Holidays with the ho, ho, ho. Here's Feelin Frosty tags. I didn't use those. And then the Feelin Frosty sticker sheet. That's all that's left of that. And then something else I noticed, the Feelin Frosty chipboard stickers, and then the simple pages, the page pieces are so much fun. So they're not even Feelin Frosty. So I was just kind of all over the place. And they looked like they went with each other, though. They look like they kind of coordinated, but oh well. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. I don't know. I will, after this, when I put things away, I'll put these Feelin Frosty sheets back in my winter collection, but I will pull out the whole Holidays and put those in my my Christmas collection so that I can just use those papers there. So even though part of my paper set was actually Christmas themed and the other part was in fact winter themed, I think I still managed to pull it off. I do. And so I wanted to go ahead and assemble a couple of these with you, just one of each, so it should be fairly quick. I just think that was kind of crazy. I'm going to start with this sheet load here, the July 2020. These are pretty easy to do. There wasn't anything terribly complicated about it at all. They make really quick cards, and the reason I'm doing this with you here is because I tend to make all the cuts when I'm doing it. I choose my pattern paper selections. I make all my cuts. I kind of put them together because it's a little bit assembly line for me because I'm making, I think this one yields 8. I think this one also yields 8. And so I just kind of put them together bit by bit. So I would put all of my pattern paper onto the coordinating colored cardstock. I'll make sure I'm leaving enough room. And then I would actually attach them. And I found that for me, it was a little bit easier to attach this piece on the inside here first, because then it gave me some separation between the two whites so that I was able to, you know, correctly line up the other piece. So leaving a little bit of room. There we go. I think that's just crazy. I mean, I guess that's just the nature of things if you're going to be buying things at a closeout kind of a store anyway. I guess it was kind of like a Tuesday morning. I know it wasn't Tuesday morning though, so I don't know. It's killing me that I can't remember the name of that store. It wasn't somewhere I frequented though, so it shouldn't really matter. All right. And then this one calls for the sentiment. The sentiment strips kind of hang off, and you'll see on some of them that I did do that. I did have some of them that would hang off the edge, and then others I centered. I just kind of played around with it, kind of made it my own that way as far as when it went to assembling these. And this one I am going to center because it's so wide. If it were just a thin strip, I think that I would have left it off, but because it's so wide, it kind of just fits there perfectly in that space. So that was it. That's super simple. It was super simple. Incredibly easy. Okay, and then for the slim line, this one didn't have any solid cardstock that backed these. And that didn't even occur to me. I didn't realize that until I ran out of tape. All right, then we will switch. I have been using that tape runner a lot. We'll switch over to my glue, not a problem. Let me set that aside. I'm going to go ahead and put this on. This is that really cute. It says Brrr and Snow Days. All right. And close that up, and then I'll be able to put this one on. I can't believe I got that far though into the cutting and the, you know, piece of it. I did remark on it when I was going through it that it was really different. I didn't understand why the Christmas was in the winter stuff, but sometimes they do that. Sometimes they have Christmas stuff pop up in the winter theme stuff, and it's not, you know, no big deal. All right, this one, the sentiment also hangs off the edge, and then it has kind of a little piece. And so I thought I would mess around with this and see if I wanted to do that. So I would have it, if it did this, it would cover some of that tape still from that tape runner when it rolled off. Okay. I like that. That's cute, but I don't want to cover that guy. I like the little moose. So I either need to drop it or I need to just cover him completely. I guess I'll go ahead and just cover him completely. It would be awkward to have his little head just kind of sticking over the card, right? Or not. I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, I got enough glue on there, just making sure I didn't go over. I don't want to end up gluing that little tab. And then for this little piece here, I think I'm going to pop that up. Grab some of these little foamies. These are tiny. It's going to take forever. I guess I could have had this prepared. It just occurred to me that I was going to do this though. So bear with me. I didn't ink up any of the edges of these. I just didn't think that it needed it. I wasn't trying to, they're cutesy pages, and I wasn't trying to make them vintage or distressed, so I didn't think it mattered. I don't think that having the white core on these really matters. So sometimes I don't particularly like the white core, but sometimes it's not that big a deal. It doesn't impact the overall, I do need to put another one over here. The overall look or feel of the card. And then at other times, if I'm using thicker papers, you know, and that white core really stands out, and maybe they're darker tone and color, then I think it makes sense to go ahead and ink edges. I'm a fan of inking edges, that's for sure. Make sure I get all of these off. So I ended up making a bunch of these. I think I actually ended up making, cutting some more cardstock into cards, a few more. Nope. Okay. Yep, we're all sticky. And then there we go. Cute, cute. So now I've got a ton of ready to go, easy winter cards. using my SheetLoad of card sketches. I hope you guys go over and get yours. So we'll go ahead and do these that are the pretty pinks, the actual Feelin Frosty collection. Hot chocolate weather, that's for sure. Your friendship warms my heart. Sending you warm wishes with the nice little mugs here. And again, another sending you warm wishes with the little mugs. I played around with the sticker sheets with a lot of these. There's Brrr. Hello, snow. Winter is here. Let it snow. Your friendship warms my heart. Winter wishes. Snow day. I don't have a sentiment on that, but I think that the background, the let it snow and everything works. There's stay warm, and I put the little mittens in the corner. That one just says winter. I might need to add maybe wishes, stamp that underneath. I don't know. And then this one is hello winter, and then another hello winter. Now, here's a trick to using the chipboard stickers, and it's something I do frequently when I use them. Let me pull one of these out and show you. To me, they're kind of thick, and it can impact, you know, your mailing, and then they obviously stand up. And the chipboard like this isn't the kind of dimension I want to add to a card. If I had a cluster, I think that that might look okay. I don't mind popping things up on foam dots, but these are just kind of thick. To me, it just looks, I don't know, it doesn't look great. In a cluster, it might be okay, but not in this. So one thing that I do is you can separate these. So if you very gently, I don't know if I'm getting that on the camera, if you very gently start to pull some of this cardboard away, you can just get in there with your fingernail and start pulling to separate those. I hope that this is in view. There's a good chunk. Then that's a good way to remove some of this chipboard, thin it out, and then it lays much nicer. And then I don't worry really about the sticker part of it, because I would have added adhesive to the back of that sticker anyway to make it stick. So that was never a concern, but that really thins it up significantly and has it lay a little bit flatter on your piece. So that's something. That's a little something, right? Knock things over trying to get this other set of cards. Okay, let me move these to the side and I'll show you the next set. So this is the set that was actually Christmas in theme, but I ended up, I hope, successfully making it winter. And this one I did add, I don't know if you can see that shimmer. I'm trying to move it so you can. So on all of these little circles and dots, I did add some of the Wink of Stella on those to give it a little bit of shimmer. So winter wishes, I think they work. Winter wishes, hello winter. And then on the others, let me put them down here. Hello winter, winter wishes, the snowflake kisses. I think those are cute. I think the snowflake kisses are my favorite. Sending you warm wishes, and then hello winter. And then my thought is I've got a lot of just basics here, so when I get ready to send them out, I can go in and I can add little embellishments like adding the snowflakes on here, or I could leave them as is, or I could go in and add like enamel dots or you know, other items on here that if I wanted to decorate it or wanted to make it a little bit more special. So I like having just nice bases ready to go, and that's really what these projects are good for. These sketches are great for being able to just start out and give you a nice base to work with when you're ready to just grab a card and send it. You can zhuzh it up then, or you can just send it the way it is. I think that they're cute either way. So that is it. That is my SheetLoad for January 2025. It ended up being 2 SheetLoad of cards for from July 2020 and July 2022. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please check out Alicia's channel. I'll put a link to her channel in my description box. That way you can go over and you can learn how to get your own copy of SheetLoad of cards. Until next time, bye.